Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to talk to you about my December favorites. There are just a handful of things that I have been loving this month that I want to go ahead and share with you. I've got a number of eye favorites. It's a lot of eye stuff this month, so let's go ahead and jump into it. First thing I have is a eyeshadow palette. It's the Studio Makeup On The Go eyeshadow palette, and I think this is it's called the warm-up palette. This is the first one I got from BoxyCharm. It's just these really basic neutral shades. I tried it out like once or twice when I first got it, but then for some reason in December, I came back across it and really wanted to pull it out. I've used almost every single shade in here except for the black. I'm wearing it today on my lid. I just really like these colors. They're not like a unique color combination. I'm sure I have other variations of these shades somewhere in my collection, but having them here, this basic setup, I actually find is really user-friendly. I have loved using like these two as lid colors. I've used this as a lid color. I love using these in my crease. These three in my crease in particular are all really good. So I definitely recommend this. I don't necessarily think it's worth the full $50, but if you can find it somewhere on discount, or if they offer this particular one again in a BoxyCharm, I would definitely recommend snatching that up, because for $21, I definitely recommend it and I'm getting a lot of use out of it. The other eye product that I've been loving is actually kind of a duo. It is a Colorpop shadow and the Colorpop brush. I ordered Colorpop. I've actually ordered them a few times this year since like Black Friday, which is kind of strange. The first one that I have here is Acron. It is basically like a light champagne taupe sort of color. I really like it. My issue with Colorpop though is the texture. It's really one of those things you should put on your eye with your finger, and that's just not how I like to roll. So they were doing a special purchase where if you bought two shadows, they threw in this free, they had two different brushes you could get. You could get the crease brush or the lid brush. So I wanted to go ahead and try it to see if I would like it. It is a pretty basic, brush, nothing super special to it, but it does do a nice job being able to pick up the color and then putting it on your eyes. You just have to be kind of careful. This can pick up a lot of product at once, and I actually hit pan on this the third time I was using it because of the way I was digging away at the product with the brush. So I definitely learned that you don't get a lot of product in these Colorpop shadows, but I feel like there's more of a place in my collection for these now because I have the brush and I'm not confined to just using my finger, which would not have been a solution for me to use those Colorpop shadows. I've also been loving as my base this Laura Mercier Rose Gold Caviar stick. I've heard people talk about the Caviar sticks before, and they never really, I was like, oh, it's a shadow stick, like how different can they possibly be? And then I got this one in my Sephora play box, and I have almost worked my way through the entire thing. I don't necessarily love the rose gold shade. I feel like there are better shades I could have gotten, but I like the formula. It really is awesome. If you're someone who swears by shadow sticks or you don't want to use color tattoos, this is the best one that I've come across, and I've used quite a few in this past year because I've been trying to pan them and get them out of my collection. So even though I don't love the color, I love the formula, and I would definitely recommend it to you guys. Keeping up with more eye things, I have this e.l.f. Rose Gold. I don't know if they call this like their liquid Molten eyeshadows. I don't know where that's coming from, but it's basically like a doe foot applicator type of shadow. These I've actually used a few times throughout the month. It's just a really simple eye look. I don't use this as bases. I use it on top of a base, and it's really simple. It's really pretty. It can be built up really nicely, and it just is very simple. The only thing you have to do is you have to wait for it to dry, and it can be a little bit challenging to put eyeliner on top of them. Wet enough type of felt tip pen, you can get it on top, no problem. But once it sets, it lasts all day, and again, it provides a really pretty color on my lid. I have another shade of this that I haven't used very much of. I feel like this is the most practical one for me, but they do offer a lot of different colors on the e.l.f. website. The last eye products that I have are a straight tie, and it's two different mascaras. I've talked to you guys before about the L'Oreal Voluminous Feline. I really like this one, but I've also found one that's equally impressive. I found this at Christmas Tree Shop randomly. I don't know if this is already out or if it's just hitting stores now, but it's the Maybelline Colossal Big Shot. I will go ahead and show you the brush. It doesn't look like anything super amazing, and it's kind of a drier formula. Like when you're applying it to your lashes, you can sort of feel like it is really combing through them, almost like it's stuck. dark, but it doesn't pull your lashes, and it just creates really long, voluminous lashes that I'm a really big fan of. I'm wearing it today, and I just find that it's really appealing as a mascara. When you first get it, it's already at that dried out stage you kind of sometimes wait for your mascaras to get to. So I really, really like this stuff, and I'm happy I just stumbled upon it at Christmas Tree Shop because it's been my favorite. The last favorite that I have this month is an oldie but a goodie. I've been trying the past 3 months to use up some of the older and not as loved products for my face in my collection, and I've done a really good job. I think I only have like 5 or 6 things that I have left compared to like the 12 that I had 4 months ago, but I've been really missing having like my favorite or an old faithful that Monday through Friday I can work my way through and know that my makeup's gonna look really good. So I went back to the Maybelline Dream BB Pure 2% Salicylic Acid Light Sheer Tint. They have changed the packaging slightly. The cap is a little bit longer than it originally was. I have, honest to God, almost worked my way through this whole thing in like a matter of 3 weeks. It is just the best. It's on my skin right now. It's a good skin match for me. It provides really nice coverage, but it doesn't feel like foundation. I don't think it looks like I'm wearing a lot on my face. It just gives me that even skin complexion that I'm looking for. They offer this in only 3 different shades, I believe it is. This is the latest one that they make it in, and I just absolutely love it. I would totally recommend it. The salicylic acid one I think is better than the original because it does help fight a little bit of oiliness or acne that you might have, but I'm so happy to have it, and I've also since purchased another one of these to have when I run out of this one because it is absolutely stolen my heart, and I had forgotten how much I loved it. Shout out to my dog nephew here. He's a favorite as well. So that brings me to the end of my favorites. I really found that in the past few months, I've been doing a lot of exploring my makeup collection, which I've really liked and enjoyed. And I'm looking forward to 2017 and discovering more things in my collection and using more things up. But of course, I want to hear from you guys. What's been on your favorites? And I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.